Welcome to Review Time with Tim. Today I am bringing you a Star Wars review. That's right, Star Wars Heroes and Villains mug gift set. New for 2020, limited edition. Right here. Little Star Wars action coming up on Review Time. Alright, so got the Star Wars Heroes and Villains mug set. It's new, 2020, limited edition, 6 mugs, and package of cocoa mix, but I don't care about the cocoa mix. It's really about these mugs. On the back we got Yoda, R2, C3, Boba. We have Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper. Yeah. Alright. And it's kind of heavy. Got a little bit of weight to it. Alright. Alright, I'm going to start at the top, work my way down. Alright, so first up we have Master Yoda. It says Star Wars on the back. Just a basic mug. I did go ahead and I took all the cocoa packets out of it. What I really like about these is it's just got that little bit of like purple background for the galaxy, which is kind of nice. And we also have the classic original picture of Yoda, which they use, which is really great. So they didn't use the CGI one from like Clone Wars or even later on down the road. So that's really nice that they used classic Yoda. Yeah. So that's the first mug, Yoda, Star Wars. Alright, next up we have R2-D2. So we got R2-D2 right here. Again, the same purple dark galaxy sky. It says Star Wars on the back. Again, they used the classic picture of R2-D2 from the original films, which is really nice. You know, yeah. Well, it's got a good amount of detail on this R2 unit here. Although the coloring on R2 could probably be a little bit better. I feel like there could be a little bit more color pop on R2-D2. Next up, we have C3PO. Yeah, C3PO. Again, Star Wars on the back. Same thing. C3PO looks a little off. It looks like when he was in Jabba's palace and he's like, oh my. Yeah, I mean, the detail on this photo, I feel like could be a little better. I don't know. It just looks a little off for a mug, personally. But for him, I mean, he's never really one of my super favorites anyway. But I mean, I feel like it needs something, but I'm not really quite sure what he needs. He needs something. Again, original Star Wars character from the original movies. All right, next up, we have here Darth Vader. All right, we have Darthy here. Again, purple background, which I do really like the purple galaxy background. I think it does add that extra pop to the characters. We again have the Star Wars logo on the back. Here he is. He's lighting up his red lightsaber. Maybe this is the picture taken from his duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe. I'm not quite sure. But again, you know, a little grainy here. I feel like, you know, you kind of see some of the detail in this helmet and stuff like that, but it's not really there. And his centerpiece there, which helps control his breathing, that's not what it looks like in the movies. I think it's got more color on it, like red and various other different button colors. So that is a little off, but it is classic Darth Vader. Alright, next up we have the classic Stormtrooper. It's just looks like a basic Stormtrooper. It almost looks like from the picture that they like put in or digitized in the blaster weapon. It doesn't quite look like it belongs with the actual photo. And then they tried to do some shading here on his helmet. And that look, you know, it kind of looks okay. Kind of doesn't, but, you know, I mean, they're coffee mugs. So, I mean, they're still pretty cool. It's Star Wars. I mean, you know, yeah. But yeah, the blaster definitely looks like it was placed in there later. Same thing with like his hand here. It looks like more he has like a nub for a hand. I know he's gripping the blaster, but it makes it look like he's got more of a nub there. Alright, and the sixth and final one, we have Boba Fett. I'll move that out of the way. This one has the most detail in it out of all of them. He has the most color pop and just the most detail out of everything. It looks like it belongs. This looks like it really does belong. I don't know if they did that on purpose because of the Mandalorian TV show and having him reintroduced back into the universe of Star Wars. You know, he did survive the Sarlacc pit, as you find out later on in the comic books. Anyway, Star Wars again on the back, same purple sky, but his detail and coloring is really nice compared to some of the others. I mean, if you were to, I know C-3PO is a gold droid, but if you kind of look at the two, the detail on him is way better than on here. And of course, you know, classic Stormtrooper. I mean, you compare these two. I mean, they could have made the Stormtrooper a lot more detailed than what they did. They did there. Like I said, looks like he's got a little nub as a hand. I would say if I'm looking at which ones do I like the best, I'm definitely going to say Boba Fett looks great. Okay, this one looks excellent. Next, I'm going to go with Master Yoda. I think that one looks really true to who he is. Alright, that would be like my 1, 2 kind of thing. Next up, I would have to go with R2-D2 as my next best one that I would like, R2-D2. But again, the color pop on him could be a little bit better. You know, I mean, they put so much color pop on Boba, they could have made the blues on him come out a little bit better. So that was 1, 2, 3. My fourth favorite one out of this, okay, I'm gonna go with old Darth Vader. You know, I feel like the lightsaber, I get why he's got the red lightsaber added in there, but kind of slightly cheesy, you know. And again, some details don't seem to be accurate to me, but then again, I could be wrong. Next up, Stormtrooper, or the Nubby Trooper, Storm Nub Trooper. Could have had a little bit more detail and definition on this than I thought. And coming in last is C-3PO. He just doesn't look all that fabulous on this photo. Could they have swapped him out? Maybe put Luke or Leia or Han or Chewie or, you know, any of the other characters on there from the original? Yes, absolutely, but they chose C-3PO. I get it, he's iconic, but I feel like they could have picked somebody else, even a better picture of him. You know, what would I rate? What would I rate this fabulous mug set? Overall, I think the quality is fairly nice. The mugs are good. And the pictures are nice with that purple background. Today I'm going with a 7.5 on this Star Wars Limited Edition 2020 mug set. So 7.5. There you have it, folks. Review time Tim. Smash the likes, comments. Check you all later.